to Pro Stitcher Designer Tips and Tricks. Today I'm going to give you some tips about using the ruler. So you probably know how to turn off the grid or turn it on by going up here to View and clicking on it. And you see over here to the left it says Grid. If it's green, that means it's selected and it's showing the grid. If I click on it, the grid is gone, and then grid isn't green anymore. I'm going to turn that back on. So another way to do that is using what I call the power of the right click. If you right click on the ruler, you will have a pop out menu. So see what the options are here, and toward the bottom it says show grid. So I am going to select that so there isn't a check there, because I don't want the grid showing, so that I can show you the next tip or the next trick that I'm going to show. So sometimes you want to have a guideline. I like using them when I want to make sure that my start and stop points of a design line up on the same plane. Well, to get the guideline, all you have to do is come over to the ruler and left click and then drag it out, and then you'll see there's a guideline. Now you can do this for as many guidelines as you want. So sometimes you want it on the right side and sometimes you want it on the left side. So you might want one from the top or the bottom. So you can go to the top ruler and left click with your mouse and then drag down, and it brings another one. I'm going to do the same thing again. Left click, hold down, and drag down another guideline, so that you've got a guideline to help you. So that was easy, wasn't it? Okay, but now what if you don't want any guidelines anymore? What if you're finished using them? Okay, right click to the rescue again. Come over to a menu. Now I want to mention, I don't know if you can see it very easy, but when you open up your Pro Stitcher Designer and you look by the ruler, here is a line, right about 1/4 of an inch away. The same thing is up at the top. If you go beyond that, see if I'm left clicking right now, and I'm clicking there, I can't click and drag anything out. It has to be in that smaller area closer to the ruler. Okay, so now I am going to right click and get that pop out menu, and I want to show the grid again. Oh, whoops. I want to remove the guidelines. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm removing the guidelines. And then when you want your grid back on, right click and then show the grid. So when you right click again, you can you've got a quick access to snapping to when you click on it, you have a quick access to snapping to grid, snapping to the guidelines, or snapping to the anchor points. So that's just a quick way to get to those options. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for listening to my Pro Stitcher Designer tips and tricks.
Odia.com